Hey, what's going on, guys? Ian from MaddenTool.com, and today I'm going over a way of beating one of the most common defenses in Madden 19. It's been a common defense for a while, actually, in Madden. It's the cover 2 or Tampa 2 with a middle linebacker in a deep blue zone. Something like this, and hypothetically what this is going to take away is post routes, streak routes, seam routes, stuff like that. And that's why people do it, because without that, if you're just in like a standard mid read or something underneath, it's going to leave you wide open. Your defense is going to be exposed to just like a streak right down the middle. Post routes just destroy it. And so that's why a lot of good players start putting at least one of their linebackers into a deep blue zone there. So what we're going to do to counter that is we're in the Steelers playbook, the gun trio formation. This play is called tight end in. Now it really complements well the play that SNA exclusive went over, I'd say like maybe a week ago. And that was Steelers slot out. And that was, in my opinion, probably one of the best plays or best ways of beating cover 3. I mean, it just absolutely torches cover 3. So those are the two common defenses you're going to see, a cover 3 or a Tampa 2 with a linebacker in a deep blue zone. And so now we have the same formation, very similar setups, and we're going to beat both of them for 50, 60 yards at a time. So to set this play up, gun trio, tight end in, Steelers playbook, what we're going to do is we're going to block our tight end, X or square receiver, put him on a fade route. Now, we block the tight end to give us a little bit of extra time to throw the ball. We put our X or square receiver on a fade route to keep the safety more towards the left side of the field. You see the safety here on the left is responsible for that deep half left part of the field. And so we're just going to try to keep him as close to the sideline as possible, which then creates basically just a foot race with our wire triangle receiver on that kind of like a streak route angled towards the middle of the field versus our opponent's middle linebacker. Now, if your opponent has like a Telvin Smith or someone with a whole bunch of speed, you're gonna need to counter that with like a John Ross or a Tyreek Hill or somebody like that. Like on a normal regular team with like an 85 speed linebacker, I think the Texans have like an 84 speed guy here in the deep zone. You just need like 90 speed. I mean, you're gonna outrun him. And then if you lead pass correctly and you're a decently accurate quarterback, it should work fine. But if you are playing those kind of elite teams with those truly fast linebackers, then you'll need a truly fast receiver as well. Now, you don't need a great receiver, he just needs decent speed. The final thing we do is we slide protect to the right. I'm going to show it to you here. We just roll to the right a little bit, and we're lead passing like, I'd say like a 1 or 2 p.m. on a clock, so like up and a little bit to the middle part of the field. And it doesn't matter which linebacker they put in the deep blue zone. It's like we can put this guy in there as well. We can have this guy, you know, manned up or in a mid read or whatever it is. We can even put him in a deep zone too. We can put both of them in a deep zone. It shouldn't matter. All we're gonna do, as long as we get the time, that wire triangle receiver should outrun all of them. Now, one decent way of stopping this is just to put this guy into a deep blue zone and just back him up like 6 yards or something. And that's going to stop this because he's just going to have a head start on our guy. And so we can't necessarily throw this. I mean, you could try to throw it, but he's not going to be as open as he normally is. You can see that, you know, the guy was able to pick that ball off just because he had the big head start. But if your opponent isn't manually moving guys back, then you can hit him with this one. Now, if you do, then he's going to start making adjustments, and that's fine. The great part about this play is when he does start making adjustments is that I can make a whole tip video on this separate concept, which is the be your circle receiver on the drag route with our running back on the wheel route. That creates a lot of stress on the defense because if he has cloud flats on the right side of the field or curl flats, then they're going to drop back with our running back on the wheel route. It's going to leave our B receiver wide open. If he's in a hard flat, then they're going to crash down the B receiver really early, and then we can easily throw to our running back. So I'll also show it to you here real quickly with our wire triangle receiver running against like a mid read. So a lot of people won't put their middle linebacker in a deep blue zone. So I just want to show you I mean, he just gets even more wide open without the guy in the deep blue zone. But the point of this play is really to beat that guy in the deep zone. So put him into a deep zone. Now I'm just going to kind of make the read here on the other side of the field with our running back and the B receiver. And I didn't switch off the linebacker, so he's just going to stand there, but it's not going to impact too much. Now, I can't really stress this enough. The play that SNA exclusive went over about a week ago or so called Gun Trio Steeler Slot Out, it just absolutely torches cover 3 defenses. And it's in the exact same formation. It looks exactly the same. And so whether your opponent's in a cover 3 or a cover 2, it doesn't really matter because we're going to destroy both of them deep. And that gives us a whole bunch of options from this formation. We also have inside zone from this formation, which is a really good running play. And then we do have also the beer circle receiver on the drag underneath with the read between our running back on the wheel. Now I'll go ahead and leave a link on Madden School if you haven't already seen SNA's exclusives video going over the Steeler slide out play. It's a must watch. It's just absolutely going to destroy cover 3. So one final time with this video, with this coverage, you can throw this guy into a deep blue zone. You can throw this guy in there too, why not? And then we're just going to bomb this deep to our wire triangle receiver. So I hope you guys enjoyed this free tip. We do have our first 2 ebooks out now on Madden School, the Arizona Cardinals offensive ebook and the Detroit Lions defensive ebook. I think the Cardinals ebook has about 50 plays in it, about 10 formations, and our defensive ebook has about, I'd say like 30, 35 plays in it. So if you haven't already gotten those and you're not already a Madden School Limited member, now is a really good time to join. Until the next time, guys, take care.